All right, and it's time for the New York Times crossword for Thursday, March 6, 2025. Yeah, just as a reminder for this week, I'm looking to at least take my time, talk through my thought process a little bit slower instead of rushing through. I won't do it for everything. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, that's got her hurt. Let's go with ouch. Certain voiceovers, dubs, maybe. Neutrogena dandruff shampoo, I don't know, so we'll skip it. Make less distinct, I'm gonna go with blur. A cunning hunter, a man of the field in Genesis. So you're often gonna see like Cain, Abel, even Enos. I'm gonna go with Abel though. Cain will almost always refer to, Cain killing Abel, so I don't know. Let's go with that this time. Find more value from. The two ways I think of this is one is like to outdo. There's going to be some part of the word, or it's going to be like some compound word that the more plays into. Usually for more, you have a word that ends in er, but because this is a verb, you don't get that from this. The other thing that comes to mind is to wring, like you got a towel that's wet and you're wringing it to get everything out of it, get all the water out of it. But I don't think it's going to be right, but I'm just going to put that anyways, just because it fits. Brought into being, brought being past tense. So sired is what comes to mind. Begat, but I don't know it's going to fit into just 4 letters. So it feels like it's going to end up being a word that the past tense, it's not conjugated to an ed. So we'll see. Also acknowledging that like HR for Fordham is likely not going to be a actual answer. So we'll see what ends up needing to be there. Like one of the with renewed beliefs. Don't know, like reborn, rebirthed, something like that, but 4 letters. I don't know. Word from on high. We'll skip this as well. High school exam for which 5 is the highest score, so it's either AP test or AP exam. I'm going to assume that we're not going to have an X in there in our answers, just because it's less likely, and tests letters are all very common. Seller of poem and Knesset chairs. That has to be IKEA. Weird names. School play. With the question mark, I don't personally know if the question mark is necessary or is correct, because to me, school play is ambiguous to begin with. So it's either going to be school play as in a play that they put on in school or kids playing at school, but I don't know if I would consider school play an actual like specific thing. I don't have no 3-letter word or term for either of those, so I'm just going to keep going. Look to pick things up. Look here, ambiguous. So look could literally mean using your eyes to look, or it could also mean hope, anticipate. I think it's gonna be the more literal meaning because it's a Thursday. They'll try to trick you a little bit more. So you look to pick things up. What the pick things up means itself, I'm not sure either. So I don't really have a reason to put anything here, because look by itself could be different things. Like I would put seek, But to pick things up feels very specific, where if it's seek, I'll personally be a little upset because it's just misleading. It's not that it's giving you a play on words, but it's giving you extra information that just makes it more difficult than it should be. One time leader of the Sinaloa cartel, I don't know. The great outdoors, don't know. Tying one's shoes, e.g. for most people, I don't know. I'm thinking like talent, habit, something, but talent definitely doesn't work and habit doesn't fit. Tops at golf clubs, so polos. Tops meaning shirts, plural, polo. I'm gonna go with that. Absorbed, 4-letter word, so likely another past tense that doesn't end in ed, like sopped, except that's probably non-existent. Looks weird, so I'm gonna keep going. 48 them make a cup. Let's go teaspoons. I don't know if that's true, but I'm just thinking of a unit, and that's abbreviation. So 3-letter unit, teaspoons. Untidy room, metaphorically, let's go with sty. Pains, 7 letters, so this is likely going to end up being like something's at, eats at. I don't know if there's going to be a longer word that will fit in here, but so this is my guess for now. Portuguese greeting, let's go with hola. Tara Reid of Urban Legend, I'm assuming it's Tara Reid, and I'm assuming that's how you spell it as well. Indian crepe, served with chutney, let's go with dosa. Meat designation on a food cart, halal. And let's check the downs actually as we got them. So comedian Sal Vulcano, I have no clue. And winter hours in LA, PST. So I never know which is S and D, but untidy room starting with a D, I don't know what it would be. So we'll just keep going. Graphite essentially is carbon. I'm assuming is what the answer is. Graphite is a form of carbon. We're rolling with it. Exact replica, I would think, is clone. I'm trying to think of other words, but that's all that comes to mind for now, so I'm going to keep going. Fire breather of myth. Yeah, 7 letters, I don't know. At all, ever. Dormant forces, RAs, residential assistants. Betray, without, see, like narc out, maybe. I'm sure there's other words. I don't know if narc in particular is used for someone you're aligned with, but let's go with it. Discarded tech devices. Something plural. That's just a very vague statement, unless discarded itself is some kind of play on words where it's something that replaces a card. So we'll see, like QR codes. Those aren't devices, but that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. Not satisfied, so like hungry, eager, maybe. Eager is probably wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not satisfied, but we'll keep going. Swallow, likely not the bird, but I can't think of 4-letter words, so I'm thinking like accept. Strengthen one's commitment. This seems like there's no other way to interpret this, but yeah, double down or something. Scrutinizes, something plural, or not plural, but present tense, is that the right word for it? We'll see. But I can't think of a word for this either. Another eager. Oh, so if eager's here, then this definitely won't be eager. And I can't think of another word for it. So eager, peppy, something. Send out will be emit, just common vocabulary. have an inclination, feel. I'm sure there's more words that could fit in there for the definition, but we'll go with that. Hitch together. The only word that comes to mind is join, but it's ending a word with J doesn't feel right, and also join feels quite a bit generic for hitch together. Like weld, I think feels more appropriate, and it's still not what I would expect to be there for hitch being the specific word. And digs for bears would be dens. So we didn't get too many on the acrosses, but we got enough to give us a lot of clues for what the downs will look like. We got enough acrosses in the middle to get that PST and what I assume Sal is being correct, but we'll see. So 10 minutes and change in, and let's go through the downs. Waterloo Band, I'm guessing is going to be ABBA, so I'll remove that. Ouch. I guess it would have had an exclamation point and / or quotation marks for it to be ouch, but it is worth a shot. Sound on a bridle path. I'm assuming that's for horses, like clip clop. Offended, hurt, and so yeah, that's gotta hurt, and aches gotta hurt. So given name for Che Guevara is Ernesto, and 16 cross becomes born, so you're brought into being, you are born. So for me, I thought that this was someone, if you go think present tense, bringing someone into being, as in you are the one doing the bringing, as opposed to you were brought. So again, that's where the ambiguity of the words comes into play as you do these crosswords. One with obligations, no clue, but could be ER at the end just because it's referring to a person. Verb isn't just a common thing in general, so we'll just throw that in. Troop of troops in brief, USO, so this may become ESOW as another popular USO as another popular biblical figure in the crosswords. So if we come back here, one with obligations, still don't know, even if I took the ER out there. Actually, dead T. There we go. Someone who owes money, not the debtor, I believe, is the one who you owe the money to. Maybe Bali is this port city. No clue. Disassociative void, as in the film Get Out. I have no clue. We'll keep going. TED Talks. So ring would be wrong in that case, and I did not expect it to be right. Highlight of a Jimi Hendrix concert. Let's go a guitar solo. What might lead to a breakout success? ? So quite literally breakout. Escape plan. Unhand me. Blah. Slap. Hand slap. I don't know. Well, we'll keep going. Gape or gasp, say, react. I'm trying to listen, brackets, shush. Making a sound, shush. Send, elate. So we had send for emit, or send out. And to send to elate. Let's roll with that. Little time off. This could refer, the little is another ambiguous word here. It could be to when you take time off and there's a little bit of it, or that you have remaining little time. So it's ambiguous. I don't know. I'm just going to skip it for now. It's also a long answer, so sometimes it gets obvious if I got enough acrosses to make my brain churn, but I don't have that this time. QB's call, ho. No way, no how. Not a chance. So feeling good for the crosses I got there. Ali Reisman. Oh. So 67 then across is wrong, but Ali Reisman, gymnastics star 2012 and 2016 Olympics. Have an inclination, 10 would be what I'll replace it with, and I'll keep going with the downs. So winter hours in LA, PST, we already checked. Intensifying suffix in modern slang. No clue. Again, we got that comedian, but I can't confirm it, so we'll keep going. Really dig, adore, so narc is wrong in that case. Like I suspect, or like I felt, I won't say suspected, I was assuming it was going to end up being right, but narc is not there, and I feel better about that, or I like this a little bit more. So betray without, I can't think of anything. Weed out is too neutral. It doesn't mean you betray, so I'm just going to keep going. Mouse like mammal. I don't know, so I'll keep going. 1 of 8 on a cuttlefish. Arm. Do they have arms? Born away. Abraded, maybe? Like abrasions. Is it abraded? Not abrased. Abrased. I think that's right. Top scores. Bests. Settle a score for. Avenge. Part of a pizza crust. Snapchat's ghost is a logo. Indeterminate amount. Some. Look-alike. Akin, maybe? I don't think that's right, but I'm trying to think of what else would go here with the IN, so I'm just going to throw that in for now. Specialty MDs, ENT. So, and ENT, ear, nose, throat, tends to show up in crosswords here and there, so I feel good about that. We already had dens and emit, so we just need to correct akin, remove akin, and just look at this cross and the one above. You strengthen one's commitment, you... No clue. Down. Discarded tech devices, e-waste. Quite literally discarded. So there you go. Twin. I don't like that. Look-alike is a twin. That's fine, but yeah. So this one will be a shrew, and I'll cycle back down to the acrosses and not cut ahead, but carbon and whatever this 40 acrosses, once you get back to it, is interesting, because if it ends up being carbon, there's like carbon copy, and realizing that this is Thursday, I haven't seen anything that implies a theme, so maybe there are, either in the clues or in the answer themselves, they're going to be symmetrical, something symmetrical to compare to. We did see emit in a clue and in or 2 clues similar to emit, but I'm pretty sure they weren't in similar positions, or else I think I would have suspected something a little sooner. So let's keep going back to the... Oh, I didn't get all the downs. Yeah. Extremity, end. So scrutinizes, scans. Sure. Scan, that's like saying peruse. I don't think that's a good use of scan. It's ambiguous. Not satisfied, unmet, sure. Vessel with a round bottom, I don't know. We'll skip it. Apple bottom jeans, All right, so now 20 minutes on 19 and change in. We have gone through the acrosses and then the downs, and now we're just going to kind of try to fix everything that's not right. So ache, we got corrected when we did the downs. Dubs got kind of reinforced here. Again, I don't know if Bali is right here, so it could end up being something else. But I did put dead T, and this could be dead tur, and with 28 across in the 2A, we'll get to it again. Looks like it would be dead tur. Anyways, looking at this TGE, I was staring at that earlier, but we see it's dandruff shampoo, so it'll be like T-gel. Unhand me, let go. All right, so we'll come to the crosses just to verify that. But we got blur, we got ESAL corrected the second when we got through the downs, and you find more value from you is when you reuse it. So very much works. Not how I was thinking of it. So a good, not difficult, just kind of a little brain ringer, if anything. Brought into being, born, we talked through that earlier, like one with renewed beliefs. Born, and born. There you have it, born again, born and born again. And then carbon copy. So there's your theme to the puzzle. I like the trick, but it doesn't feel like a theme to me. So just gonna put that out there. Anyways, disassociate void as in the film. Don't know. Not helping me with the sunken something. We'll just keep going. So word from on high, edict is correct. School play, you play tag. So sure, again, with the question mark, I don't think it was necessary at all. Look to pick things up. Again, I think this will be dead tur just because of the 28 across. Shop, pick things up, not grabbing things off the ground. More colloquially and makes sense to pick things up at the store. Shop. Little time off. Again, this could mean different things, so I'm just going to get more crosses. El Chapo. Still don't know that one. Great outdoors is nature. So quite simple. Just a saying that could be different things. Let's lock that in. Little time off again, I don't know, so I'm going to keep going. Second nature, tying one's shoes. That's stupid. No one will ever think that tying your shoes is second nature. You build the skill and you're able to do it, but I don't think M-Nation1 would refer to this as second nature. But that's me learning to tie my shoes in first grade, so maybe I'm the one that's wrong here. Absorbed. Still don't know what to put in here, so I'll keep going. We got teaspoons on the downs. We got sty on the downs. Or we even got on the crosses, actually. Wait, no, we got teaspoons even on the crosses. So, pains, hassles. Ola looks good. Terra looks good. Dosa looks... Oh, well, we got a door. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's right. Halal looks good. Carbon looks good. Carbon copy. There you go. Chimera, I didn't know. Breathes fire. Chimera is more known as a combination of different animals. I can't remember what they are, but it's like eagle, lion, and goat or some shit. At all ever looks good. RAs looks good. Betray without sellout. There you go. That's a good word. I didn't think of it. We got e-waste from the downs, unmet from the downs. Now you swallow, you down. And so strengthen one's commitment, double down. There you go. That's it. That's what I didn't even try to make sense of that. I realized I just kind of ran with it. So now we'll keep going. Eager, agog, commenting crosswords, even though no one says it. Hitch together. I want to put like fuse or something, and it could mean just hitch to get, yeah. Anyways, let's take the downs now that we have a bunch of acrosses. So little time off, personal day, quite literally just taking a little time off. Intensifying suffix, ass. Sunken place, I guess. Wrapped, you're absorbed, you're wrapped, you're enraptured. There you go. A 62-ton vessel with a round bottom, a walk, and yoke. You hitch together two oxen, quite literally, and you yoke them together. So 25 minutes and done. Not too slow considering talking through everything. I feel like I am, I'll admit. Before this, I had dinner, with a couple of drinks, and I'm kind of falling asleep now. So glad I was able to get through it in not too much time, or at least for me, not too much time. So, yeah, that's kind of it. I'm gonna go watch Daredevil now. Go watch it. Put some money in my pockets, and I'll call it a night. Good night.